Привет, друзья! 2 месяца назад я попросил своих подписчиков из России и Украины в Instagram рассказать мне о распространенных стереотипах об американцах. И сегодня мы с братом прочитаем некоторые из стереотипов, и мы решим, правды они или ложны. Итак, у меня есть ответы здесь на моем телефоне, и мы начнем с первого стереотипа. The first stereotype is пьете только колу и очень много. That we drink only Coca-Cola and too much.
True to a sense, because a lot of veganism or like being very healthy is popular here in California. So a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm gonna get my latte or my water and some other things, but I don't care, so I drink a lot of Coke. Me personally, I drink a lot of Coca-Cola.
He drinks 1 Coke a day?
Yeah.
He drinks 1 Coke a day.
Around that average.
And it depends where you are in the United States, of course. In California, people are healthier than people in Louisiana or Alabama. Over there, people drink much more soda than here in California. But he's from California and he drinks a lot of soda, so it always depends on the people.
But on average, Coke is pretty popular. Like,
yeah, on average,
drink. If someone's gonna get a soda, it's most likely gonna be a Coca-Cola.
Хорошо, следующий стереотип, что люди очень лицемерные. That people are very hypocritical.
I mean, everywhere there's hypocritical people. Oh, not really. I wouldn't say hypocritical, like to a major point where everyone's just contradicting.
No, I don't think that's true. I mean, I think people are nice to you, but they really don't mean it. If that's what you mean, then yeah, I agree. If that's what you mean. But if you mean like, oh, I hate people who stay in bed all the time, and that person stays in bed all the time, that's a hypocrite. Then if that's what you mean, then I don't think that's an American thing.
No.
I think that's a worldwide problem. All right, next stereotype. Следующий стереотип. Американцы очень патриотичные и всюду вывешивают флаги. That people are very patriotic and they always have the American flag.
It also depends because the states. California is very left-leaning, and a lot of people don't really have a patriotic sense to them. But people we go to the south, like Mississippi, Louisiana, those people are super patriotic, and they will have flags everywhere. People will go with their trucks with the huge flag in the back, and just be like, America, woohoo! But we have a flag outside our house.
Yeah, we have a flag outside our house. I'll show you guys.
And our neighbor over there has a flag on his car, like a couple houses down the street.
Yeah.
He has a flag on his car.
I think that's where the stereotype comes from. People from Texas or from Alabama.
Yeah.
And I think most of the stereotypes that we're going to read today are
very southern based.
Southern United States.
Man, get my corn out.
Next stereotype. Следующий стереотип. Американцы ходят по дому в обуви. Могут даже в ней лечь на кровать. Americans walk around the house with shoes and lie on the bed with them. Can even lie on the bed with them.
Okay, in the house, I do keep my shoes on. If it's midday, if it's at night, like around 12, I'm gonna take them off because I know I'm not gonna leave the house anymore. But if I come in at 1 p.m. and I stay here, I'm gonna have my shoes on in case I need to go outside. And on the bed, I wouldn't be on the bed because I might put dirt on the bed.
Yeah.
But if my shoes are clean, I'll get on the bed. Sure, why not? But if there's dirt, I don't want to put dirt on my bed.
Yeah.
So I just lay with my feet hanging.
Yeah, I mean, the first part is true that I don't think I've ever been to a house where people take off their shoes.
Yeah, no.
People are always in their shoes in their houses. Unless it's evening and they know they're not going to leave the house. All right, следующий стереотип. Next stereotype. Правда, что в школах, колледжах есть такая иерархия, как в сериалах. Like if they're in school or in college, there's like a hierarchy like in series.
There is, but it's not like they're the king and they rule over all of them. It's mainly like there's like let's say there's like the gamers, like the nerds. They'll go in their own corner or your own space, and they won't get bothered at all. Like they will, but
Yeah.
when it comes to like a social event, the people who are more popular are gonna have more say, are gonna be the ones actually doing the partying and all that stuff. So technically there is a hierarchy, but it's not super like structured. It's more it's fluid, because I feel like I would say there's more of a hierarchy between groups. There's like that one dude that's the best in that group, that's like the most popular in that certain group, that calls the shots for the group. But a popular kid won't go up to a nerd and be like, tie my shoe or something like that.
Yeah, there's like bullying. That's so 1990s.
Yeah, I've never
You
seen
see
bullying.
movies, you see American films, and there's like this sporty guy. He's like, hey, punk, give me your lunch money. That doesn't happen. But there is, like, to a certain extent, there's people who are more popular than others, and they get more attention. They get all the girls and all that. Next stereotype, следующий стереотип. Американцы не любят русских. Americans don't love Russians.
There's I wouldn't say they don't love them, but they have a like, ooh, Russia, like an aura of them.
There's like a feeling of,
Because they still teach, like, in school, the Cold War, and a lot of people still have that mentality of being, oh, we're like in the Cold War still, oh, Russians are still like the spying on us and stuff.
Yeah. Like the other day, there was something happened with the pipeline here in America, and they blamed it immediately on Russians. And they always, every time there's a problem in the United States, Russia or China, but usually more Russia.
Because if you say China, they'll get politically correct. Like, that's racist.
That's racist. Chinese. Like, but Russians, it's always Russia. It's always Russia.
People, I feel like they wouldn't care if some Russian came here. They'd be like, "Oh, you're from Russia. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Like, what's from Russia?" They'll just have like I feel like they distrust more the government.
The Russian government.
The Russian government more than the people, because they wouldn't care from the people.
Yeah.
Their friends would be like, "Oh, Russia's cool." They don't really care.
Yeah. In general, if you're a Russian person, you want to come to the United States, there's not going to be any problems between us and you, because it's usually just the loud people. Because most Americans don't really care. We don't have any hatreds towards Russians.
Towards anybody.
Yeah, but it's the news and the media who keep saying stuff like that. Like, oh,
just
it's
to
Russia.
Get clicks. Yeah,
just to get attention. Russia.
Yeah.
And the Americans, there's some Americans who do believe in all that, but most Americans,
they care less.
They don't care. Следующий стереотип, next stereotype. Американцы не готовят еду сами, а покупают готовую. Americans don't cook their own food, they buy it pre-made.
That's pretty big. Yeah, it's like hella like the ones you get in the oven and then you take
Frozen
it out.
food.
Frozen food is big here. Fast food's big. A lot of people don't really learn how to cook.
Yeah.
They mainly know just how to do like sandwiches, like very basic food. Unless like, because only people that learn how to do like, oh, good food, like fancy food, or like any, besides sandwiches or like eggs, is people who actually have an interest in cooking. Everyone else will just be like, why buy the food if I could just, well, why make the food if I could just buy the food somewhere else? Or go to a restaurant and eat out.
Yeah, that's true. Younger people, especially younger people.
Older people, like my family, all the adults know how to cook.
Yeah, all the adults know how to cook, but the younger generation, they don't really learn how to cook. And what do? They just go to McDonald's. They go to Wendy's, which is another restaurant similar to McDonald's, and they go to Subway. They go to all these restaurants, and they have their food made for them there, and then they bring it home, or they order online. And they order on their phone. Grubhub, DoorDash, these companies that bring the food to you. Alright, next stereotype. Следующий стереотип. Вас учат улыбаться с детства, а на самом деле ваша улыбка не искренняя. They teach you to smile in childhood, and in fact, your smile is not genuine.
I don't know. There's some people that are super serious, and some people that smile. Like, I smile for everything. Someone could be like yelling at me or saying really mean stuff to me, and I'll be laughing. Cause I don't know, I just laugh. But it's true. People will like smile, take a picture. It's just kind of like programmed from a kid. Like smile. Oh, when you shake hands with smile.
Yeah.
So it kind of gets programmed, and you don't notice when you're smiling. Sometimes I don't even notice when I'm smiling. I'm like, oh, I'm smiling.
And yeah, because I remember when we were younger, and you go to the store, you go somewhere, and you speak to someone. Your parents always tell you, hey, have manners, say hi, smile.
Yeah.
Don't be,
hey, give me this.
Give me this, give me that. You're always supposed to smile and say, hi, how's it going? Can I have this, please? Thank you so much.
And when it comes to the fake, I feel like the workers there are the ones that are doing it fake because sometimes they're just tired and they want to go home. But if they're just like, oh, okay, scan, and their manager's going to come up and be like, you have to smile to do this. So they're like, hey, even though they're like super angry and they just want to go home inside.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, I want to go. But they're like, hello, welcome.
Yeah. If you come to America, you'll be surprised. You go to the supermarket and everybody's happy. Everybody's like, oh, you want a bag with that? Sure.
Yeah, okay. You want a bag? Okay. But then they'll be like, I want to go home.
I know, I want to go home.
Yeah.
Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, it's weird.
Alright, следующий стереотип. Американцы обожают бургеры. Ну да, конечно. Americans love burgers.
Yes.
Of course, who doesn't love burgers?
Burgers are like the big... I remember just going to like my friend's house and like, oh, I'll cook up the grill and then just have a burger. We eat it.
Yeah, burgers are delicious. Americans love burgers so much that there's already so many popular restaurants. In-N-Out, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's,
Most
Carl's
of fast
Jr.
food is burgers.
Most
yeah.
fast food restaurants are burgers because that's what Americans love.
They even love it so much that some places, like Mexican food, even offers burgers, even though it's Mexican food.
Oh yeah, if you go to a Mexican restaurant,
they'll most likely can find a burger
on the menu. Yeah,
even
burger.
Though it's some Mexican music and burgers aren't supposed to be there, but people love them so much that they're just like, put a burger. Who cares?
Next stereotype, следующий стереотип. Развалили Советский Союз, мечтают уничтожить Россию. We destroyed the Soviet Union and we dream of destroying Russia.
I wouldn't say we destroyed the Soviet Union. I feel like that was an internal thing with like themselves.
Yeah.
Like, the communism wasn't really a working system, and they closed themselves off from the world. It's like North Korea. We don't really like want to destroy North Korea, but we're just on a like don't throw nukes at us. But they close themselves off from the world and don't let food come in or anything, so they destroy themselves.
Yeah.
And we don't want to destroy Russia. What? That's so dumb. Like no one wants to destroy. Like we're not Americans. I'll say we're more aggressive towards the Middle East than anywhere else. Even though now we pulled out of the Middle East, so we're kind of going into isolation.
But anyways, yeah, we don't want to destroy Russia. Nobody wants to destroy Russia. The problem is the government sees competition and it does not like that. You see China, you see Iran, Russia, and the United States government wants to be the best in the world. So we're like, God damn, we can't let Russia be the best. We can't let China be the best. So that's how this idea comes about, that we hate Russia or that we want to destroy Russia. It's that the United States government wants to be the only one in the world with power. Okay. Следующий стереотип. Американцы тупые и неразвитые. Мало читают, хотят захватить весь мир. Americans are stupid, immature, read a little, don't read much, and want to захватить весь мир. Does that mean? I'm not sure what that means, but I think that's like want to be the best in the world. If that's what he means.
Reading part, that's true. That's the only true part, I guess. But stupid and stuff, that's stupid people everywhere. Everyone's be stupid.
If we were really stupid, we wouldn't have NASA. We wouldn't have the best universities in the world. So I'm not sure about that. But
reading. Oh yeah, that's like no one reads. No one reads at all. Like people get assignments to read in school and they go on Google and they just look up summaries of the book and just use that instead of reading the whole book.
Yeah.
Or they use audiobooks. They just put and someone else reads for them.
Next stereotype, следующий стереотип, что едят только фастфуд, что все покупают только в кредит. That we only eat fast food and we buy everything in credit.
The fast food, yeah, we've already talked on. That's true. And credit, if it's talking about credit cards, like a debit, then yes. No one, cash is so rare now.
Yeah, nobody really uses cash.
No one uses cash anymore. That's like super rare. Everyone just has their card or on their phone. They're just like, ding, and then they buy. No one uses like cash or coins and like that, especially coins.
Well, of course, if you're gonna buy a house, if you're gonna buy a car, you can't pay up front, so
no one has that much money.
You buy everything in credit. The car, the house, even some furniture. People, they want the furniture, but they can't afford it right now, so they say, okay, I'll pay monthly or something like that.
Well, how much does a house cost like in Russia?
I have no idea.
No, because here it's like almost $1 million, and no one has $1 million just in cash, because that would be like it would be huge amount of money. No one has. You have to have a whole room just dedicated to storing your money, or go to the bank, and when you take it out, you have to take a truck to bring the money somewhere. So it would not work. So just take credit.
That's about it. So guys, that was really interesting hearing your opinions about us. There was one that was kind of mean, saying that we're stupid. Спасибо большое за просмотр. Если у вас есть какие-либо вопросы или комментарии, пожалуйста, поставьте комментарий и лайк, если вам понравилось видео. И увидимся позже. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.